Hi friends, I'm back with this travel journal. It's a lapbook journal that I made. I gave a sneak preview of it in my last video. So I'm going to try to get through this pretty quick. There's a lot to it, so I may not talk a lot through it, but just show things that happen inside this book. There's a lot to see. It is a travel themed lapbook journal. Like I said, I used a lot of the pages from within the books. They were two 1940 style school geography books, and they were about the same size, so I used them. This has a 2-inch spine with a sari silk tie for the back, and it holds a journal inside it, writing space. Oh, I think there's maybe 8 or 10 pages that have been folded into to give some extra journaling space. Then these are the, oh wait, no, these aren't the original spines. I tore the two books completely apart, so this is two 1-inch strips that are holding the books together, plus this 2-inch spine. Collaged the front of the book, and I used the words from one of the books. This was the title page of one of the books, The Earth and Its People, book 2, and then I put a little tag inside of here, and then it fits down into this little nameplate metal piece here. I sewed around the collage and then put this little nameplate all together here. So when it's completely open, it's about 3 feet long. It's 10 inches and a quarter high. So here's one of the books, the front cover of one of the books, and this is the front cover of the second book. They have that good 1940 vintage feel to them. And this is the journal within, and it is, like I said, it's removable. I wanted the outside of the inside journal to kind of resemble a suitcase, a travel suitcase. So I collaged on it, and I found some travel stickers on Etsy, and I should put that Etsy store down below. I'll try to remember to link to that. So the inside, like I said, has pages. This is a map page from, I think it's one of the books. It might have been another map book that I used. I can't remember. I've been working on this thing for over 2 months, off and on. And so there's just some pages within to write, and then both inside flaps have journal space, plus little pockets made from vintage postcards. And then these are also vintage, very vintage postcards without any writing on them, so there's journaling space. There's sewing all the way around. These are just some fun little, they look like the Polaroids. And you can journal on the back. You may even like cut out a little picture to put inside these. There's 3 of them there. Some more vintage postcards. We got this when we went to Disneyland. Everybody's gone to Disneyland, to the Hall of Presidents. And then this is just another pockets, the Hoover Dam postcard, and then some journaling pages. So we'll get started on the left flap of the lapbook journal. It opens up, and we'll let that fall over on that for just a little bit. Okay, this is a little flap that opens with these little circle things. They're milk bottle tops. And this opens up, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6 pockets here to put things. These are the backs of an old card game called Touring, and these are the cards from the Touring game. This is fairly snug here. And then I also used some pictures from within the books. You might go to see the Statue of Liberty on your vacation. And then here's a lighthouse from Cape Hatteras with some journaling space behind. So that tucks there. And then here's another, just a map page. Oh, and I said I wasn't going to do a lot of talking, but okay, here's another. Must be a landscape of Washington, D.C., or maybe Philadelphia. That might be Philadelphia. Okay. I tried to make it, you know, feel vintagey. Here's a little inside tuck here, and you can journal on that. One thing you always think about when you're on vacation, or you shouldn't think about, but you think about the time, I suppose, especially if you've got to catch a train or a plane or whatever. So here's a time card, and it makes you think of time. And then inside this here are 2 tags with some more journaling space, and they've been collaged with dictionary pages and some map parts. So, and in order to close this, the easiest way to do it is to just swing this down below, because if you go this way, unless you pull down on this, it might get caught. So I always just go like that. Okay, now the second part of our lap journal, it comes open like that and like this. So we'll explore this part first. There's 2 slot pockets to put journaling cards, and these are just some old playing cards that I've put some whitewash on and you can journal on. I just had never seen green playing cards before, and it's kind of a green look here with the greenish looking books to begin with. So I went with some green there. And I used pages from the original book, like on this here is original book page. I used sheet music there, and I made kind of a gusseted pocket here to hold all of these tags. There's a butterfly tag. There's 2 Texaco tags. You think about Texaco when you're on vacation, if you're driving coast to coast. And then here's a checkbook tag. Spend a lot of money on a vacation usually, or you save up a lot of money to take your vacations. And then here's just some more vintagey, these are motor vehicle fuel exemption statement forms. And then this is just a little envelope I made out of map page, and inside it has some old canceled stamps from different countries. So when you make your postcards to mail, you can, no, you can't use those stamps, they're canceled. Sorry. And then here's a clock face, and it's tucked in this little pocket here of this old vintage car. Okay, this last 2 little flaps. This one holds a little top tuck here, and it's a railroad scene from an old depot. And then this is just an old page from the original books. And those are just extra places to journal. And then this little pocket is an old steamship, like a Queen Mary maybe. And then I put some air balloons in here, and those are places to journal as well. And this is from one of the books, I think, and it's just a Indian Ocean floor map. I thought that went well with the boat. So now we'll go on this side of the flip out. And here's another clock face with journaling space, and you can journal on this ledger paper. And then in this little pocket, an old beat up coin envelope. At one of the latest auctions that I have attended, this was in a little jewelry box, and it's a 1934 Union Pacific lucky piece. And I thought, well, that's got to go in the travel journal. So that goes in there. Okay, now this opens up here. This is probably the most fun part of this junk journal. I made a waterfall, postcard waterfall feature. And you just pull on this fun little tab here that I made from a player piano paper roll. So you pull on that, and the waterfall of postcards begin. And then the last postcard, kind of the base of it, is a pocket, and it holds another postcard. And I got this at a little antique shop in Colorado, so I thought that was kind of appropriate to go in here. And then you can journal on the bottom part of this. I guess it's just the mechanism for the waterfall. So that just tucks right back in, just like that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movable postcards that you can write on the backs of some of them. Some of them are written on, but anyway, I thought you'd like that. And then this little feature here, one of the things I got at an antique shop was a photo album, and it had all of these little photo corners already on the page, and the postcards or the photos had been removed. So I cut that part out, backed it with another photo album page, the black. You usually see them in black. And so I thought, this is where the new owner can put her own pictures in or postcards in. I put in this picture of my dad and his brother-in-law from whenever this was. Looks like 47, with their cool car. Maybe they were going cross country. But I thought, I just love this picture. It needed to go in this travel theme book. And then this is just the back of an old 1912 postcard. It's just a copy. Now this flips up. I have little grommets here and some old string that holds those. Whoops. Get back in there, Dad. And Uncle Henry. Okay, so then this opens up, and there's a map back. There's a map that backs the back, but I put some see-through film on it that you can write on. And this is a very vintage old postcard that's kind of folded up, and it's been through the mill. It just had to be in here. And then on this page underneath, I just made some little tuck spots for little pictures. This is a picture of my mom, and I'm back here, my Aunt Lydia, my sister, my cousin Pat, and Uncle Lewis when we went out to California when I was like in 4th grade. So that was kind of fun. I just put that there, just little spots. And this was on the same trip. We went to Great Uncle's house in Texas. And then this is another little trip we made. We were down to Red Cloud, Nebraska to see my cousins and my aunt and uncle. So that goes down here. And I've just put this big paper clip. I keep it right here just to keep things situated when we turn this back. Okay, so we've been through this journal spot. Now we'll open up the next part. And I thought we needed a compass here because we're doing a lot of traveling and we need to know what direction we're going. So this is a nice little compass, and it turns. And then here is something that was left over from one of our trips on an airline. And so I usually just tuck it in here, and you can use this to tuck other things into as well. Good tuck spot. This flips up to reveal a lady on a bike, and she tucks into this little tramway, horse-driven tram. And then there's a little, you can use this as a little diary of your trip. It's just an old vintage First State Bank of, I can't see what, something City, Missouri it looks like. And of course I found that at an auction. And then this was in an auction too recently. I think it was the same auction actually. This is like a leather wallet, kind of what a man would put inside of his suit coat, I think. And so I put, it opens this way. And so I just put some little things in, like here's maybe his picture, and here's a calling card. This was from a travel bag to LAS. More of the American West Airlines. And here's another baggage claim ticket or tag. And then here's a fun little business card. So all of those go in here. It's a nice little tuck spot made by the backside of a time card. Thank you, Sharon. I'm still using them. There you go. And so then the top of this, where it flipped over, it holds another pocket here, which holds some more of those playing cards, and another part of the time card. And then this is, oh, that must have gotten glued in. Okay, then here's just another little notepad that you can take out and replace. This unties. And then there's another little tuck spot here, kind of a hidden tuck spot. We have another card. And so putting this little time card in here keeps this flap down, as well as those. And then that comes back down here. Now the last flap holds a large pocket, and I've got a magnet here, so it closes quite nicely. Open it up, and there's this large manila envelope that you can get into, and oops, I'm not gonna be able to get in there without hitting my camera tripod. Let me fold this up and turn it a bit. And I've got some map pages way in there. These are map pages from the original books. And so you can write on some of them that have the blank page. I love this. Torn and put together with tape. So that's way down inside. So You can have those map pages way down inside, or you can have something very secret down inside there. And then here's a pocket that has an envelope made out of map pages. And this is just some grid paper. So that goes back into this pocket. And then there's this removable notebook here with lots of paper. So that can go there. Here's a little tuck spot here. And then this opens up and there's a tuck spot behind this map, or this boat, sailboat. And I made a gusseted envelope here, and it has a little tiny postcard, and it also has some more writing, and it has pictures of old airplanes and zeppelins and hot air balloons. So that gives you some extra space to write. You can journal on that. And I think that is the end of this lapbook. Lots to see and do. And it closes back up. And that is it. I've already put her on my Etsy store. My internet here is so slow that I went ahead and listed her on Etsy before I did my video. But that is what she wrote. I hope you enjoyed. Talk to you later. Bye now.